All right, hi guys. Rachel here with Remax Professionals and the Thomas Real Estate Group. I have a very special guest today. We're going to touch on a lot of different topics that are relevant to you if you are looking to buy or sell a home. So I have Victor Reyes Lopez, right, from Wells
Yes.
Fargo. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Victor.
So I am Victor Reyes. I am with Wells Fargo Home Mortgage. My safe ID number is 1019539. I have been in the lending business for about 10 years now, so I'm excited to be here and be your guest. Thank you for having
I'm
me.
so excited to have you today.
Definitely.
We've encountered just so many ups and downs with the way the market's moving and what the people actually need. And so when Victor was sharing with us some of the stuff that he has to offer, we were very excited. So we're just going to dive right into it. So tell us about your VA loan.
So VA loans, we have additional benefits or a lot of benefits to our veterans. One of those benefits is that Wells Fargo in particular, we want to thank our veterans for what they do for us and what they do for this country.
Yes.
One of those things is that we don't have any lender fees for them.
Wow.
So our fee, it completely goes away from the traditional lending. Also, depending on the job that they may have, if they're part of a union, we can tie in additional benefits that can provide mortgage protection for them.
Wow.
Which this is something that we can bring a lot of value to the table to our buyers
Yes.
and our veterans as well, to make sure that we get them taken care of and we can provide them the best services possible.
That's awesome. And I know you were sharing with me that it's possible if you have veterans that have a VA loan and they're selling and they're buying, that it's possible that they can do that on the same day, close and open it. Is that correct?
So yeah, that is a big question when it comes to the lending world. If our veterans are selling their departure residence, we hear a lot that they have to wait to free up the VA benefits,
Right.
which with Wells Fargo we don't have to do that.
Mhm.
I did get confirmation that we can actually, as long as we can show proof that they will be selling their departure residence, let's say a closing disclosure, a final settlement statement, that will automatically free up their benefits to be able to transition and close the same day
Right.
on their new home and make sure that they utilize their VA benefits.
And that's
first.
huge. That is huge. You don't want to miss out on those benefits. So that is amazing. Anything else you want to touch on that?
I
The
think
VA?
that if we leave it open for more questions, if they have questions, maybe
That's
they
perfect.
can reach out to
I
us
like
and we
it.
can dig into more in-depth conversation with them.
Yeah. So if you guys have any questions, just let them pop up on the screen and we'll love to answer them when we get towards the end. Okay. All right. So now we're going to talk about, let's see. Most people are under the impression that they need 20% down when they're going to buy a home. When you got homes ranging from 4 to 800,000, that can be a big chunk. So is that true?
That is incorrect.
Okay.
There is a lot of programs. We can go as low as 3% down with our conventional loans.
Okay.
Wells Fargo also we have an additional program. It's called the Dream Home Plan, which the Dream Home Plan is for the medium household income. If they meet the requirements for the medium household income in the county, we can get them into a reduced mortgage insurance for their monthly payment, which can potentially give you more room to purchase a home. We can provide a lower monthly payment compared to an average monthly payment. Also, we have the 3.5% down FHA, which we can always tie in the down payment assistance, and
There you go.
USDA. We have USDA for all the rural areas that can provide 100% financing as well.
So if you fit into any of those boxes, this guy can help you out. That's pretty amazing.
Definitely, we're here to help.
Yes. Okay. So I'm just gonna move right along. Just got a couple more quick ones for you. Tell us if you're gonna like buy a new build.
Mhm.
How can you guys lock in rates? How does that work? What can you guys offer?
So we have what we call our Builder Best program.
Okay.
The Builder Best program, we can lock you up to a full year, and you have the option to float down one free float down throughout the transaction. Which means, as we see interest rates increasing nowadays, you go into a new builder, they tell you it's going to take about 6 months to a year to build your home.
Mhm.
Well, who knows what's going to happen with that interest rate?
Exactly.
But at Wells Fargo, with their Builder Best program, we can provide an extended rate lock. there's additional fees and things that we have to jump in. Every scenario is different.
Right.
So we would have to see kind of like the term that we're looking at in order for us to be able to lock their interest rate. But once again, if you're protected for up to a year with your interest rate, and throughout that year while your home is being built, interest rates actually go down, we have the ability to float you down and get you to the lowest interest rate market in the
Nice.
market.
So you get locked in that year, so it won't go up. Is that correct?
That is correct. So
But
if
there's
interest,
opportunity to go down.
if interest rates go up, you're protected.
Mhm.
And if interest rates do go down, we have the ability to do the float down and get you down. Now, even though we have the free float down,
Mhm.
we still have, and I think this is a great advantage and benefit, working with Wells Fargo, is that we also have a reprice interest rate. So if we do the free float down, get them down to a lower interest rate, of course, there's gonna, if interest rates continue to go down, we still have the ability to reprice it and get you down to a lower interest rate, which, full disclosure, some additional fees may apply.
But you're getting
that was perfect.
You're getting that lower rate though, so like who cares?
Well, to have the
Yeah,
option
I-
too is awesome.
And I think one of the biggest things that we always have to keep in mind, a lot of people or a lot of customers, we may consider and say, you know what, we're fine. But if we really think about it, in the long run, a lower interest rate and a protected interest rate is going to save you money
Oh my
in the
gosh.
long run.
Oh my gosh.
Because if you're looking at a difference between, current interest rate to a higher interest rate could be, depending on the loan amount, it could be a good chunk of change.
Right.
When you can potentially, pay that fee up front, that fee could be refundable depending on the term. Once again, we just have to dig into specifics
Right.
and all that stuff. But that will protect you for the long run. I actually did it myself for my personal home. I locked my interest rate for 9 months. So I was fully protected by the time I closed on my home. Interest rates were higher.
Mhm.
So that's a great benefit that we can provide to our buyers to make sure that they're
Yes.
fully protected.
That's a huge benefit too, because it just depends on what you're doing as well. Like if you're moving into your forever home, and I know we've all had our forever homes, like 10 of them, right? But if you're moving into your forever home, you really want to be at that lowest interest rate as possible because you're going to be there for a really long time. Now, if someone just knows that they're traveling through, or maybe they're in the military, I don't know, and they know that this is a very short-term thing, maybe an interest rate isn't like their top goal. But if
Mhm.
it's like for definitely years spread out, like that's a big deal.
Now we have to also keep that in mind, as we mentioned, interest rates going up, and sometimes people being concerned about, I'm not too worried about it if my interest rate goes up.
Mhm.
But as if we really think about it, that could also potentially hurt your transaction.
Okay, tell us
Because
why.
one of the reasons is, let's say hypothetically, interest rates continue to go up. Then
Okay.
that could potentially hurt the possibility to actually qualify for a loan.
Mm.
So because we have to take a lot of things in consideration. What's included on the monthly payment? Property taxes,
Mhm.
principal and interest, homeowners insurance. Depending on your down payment, you might be looking into mortgage insurance. And now this payment, interest rates continue to go up. And then at the same time, your monthly payment will continue to go up, which could jeopardize, deposits, all of these
Mhm.
additional things.
Mhm.
So it's always, good to look at all your options to make sure
Yes.
that you're fully protected as a buyer, because that's what we're here for. We're here to provide you options and make sure that you're fully protected and walk you throughout the whole transaction from start to finish.
Yeah, and there's a lot to know, and so that's why I love doing these things, because a lot of people are just like, oh wow, 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 or like just those things that you were talking about, insurance and those kinds of things. Depending on where you're at in Nevada, you may or may not be in a flood zone, and that's always an additional price too, isn't it?
Let's talk about FEMA, right?
So it's just so wonderful to have you here. But is there anything you guys do with the jumbo loans?
Jumbo loans, yes, definitely. We have a lot of benefits for our jumbo clients. We have relationship-based discount, depending on the assets that they have or decide to move to Wells Fargo. Uh, We can always provide sometimes better pricing and interest rates. We keep the loan in house.
Nice.
We don't have to broker out to nobody, so we really make all the decisions for our jumbo loans. And also looking at the jumbo loans, we have our Builder Best program also with it.
Okay.
And with jumbos, we can go out to 2 years to lock their interest
Oh,
rate.
wow.
So it's not, standard agency conventional loans, FHAs, we can go up to a year. Jumbo loans, we can go up to 24 months.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's nice.
It's
Because a lot can happen in 2 years.
Yeah, and looking at the market, pretty much every builder, I think the quickest one might be 6 months, and that's if,
Right.
but the majority of the builders, we're looking at least a year out before your home is ready. So I think that providing the benefits and the sense of urgency that there's a lot of options that we can bring to our clients, then I think that would, it'll help them out in the long run. And we can also make a difference for them to make sure that they're fully protected.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what we care about, that you guys are fully protected, that you have all the information that you need to make that informed decision that is yours to make, and we are happy to help you with it. So if you have any questions, please let us know. We'd love to hear them, and we'll answer them as we can. I can't see the screen.
How would they reach out to you?
Oh,
If you guys have any additional questions, of course, in the lending side, real estate side, my phone number is 775-232-9117. Feel free to call me, shoot me a text, any questions you have. If you guys would like to make an appointment, I'll be more than happy to accommodate for you.
absolutely. And for the agent side of things, the real estate side, I'm Rachel, and you can reach me at my cell 740-601-5914. Or, an email is fine too, text messages, whatever. But my email is rachel@morenocarsonhomes.com. So we look forward to all your wonderful questions. Mary, did you want to jump and add anything? She's part of the team too. She's filming us.
Am I part
Come
of
and
the team?
say hi.
Join us.
Well, I'm so honored.
Come and smooch in here. Hey.
Hi.
One thing I did have a question on that comes up quite a bit is like, what is that process? What are you looking for when you're asking to get them a pre-approved? What do you want from them? How do they come prepared? And how long does it take?
So with Wells Fargo, we try to make it as easy as possible for our customers. We don't request anything from them because we won't know the full picture until we actually do the initial consultation.
Okay.
So a lot of things could come in place where sometimes we're able to verify their employment electronically, where they really don't need any documentation. So to meet with us and be able to give you your options, you don't have to bring in any documents, or you don't have to kind of stress about gathering everything before making an appointment. We can always start making the appointment with the customer, run it, and then after we do the appointment, then we'll let them know. Depending on the scenario, we will let them know what they
need to produce.
to
Okay.
produce. Yeah.
Well, I think
By
that's
the
kind
way,
of cool.
I'm sorry to interrupt,
That's
but
okay.
looking at the process on the pre-approval, if everything looks fine, I can give you an answer right there and then. If not, if we need to do what we call a credit approval letter, which it gets fully underwritten by an underwriter, that could take up to a week.
I think that's actually a benefit because when you're delivering that pre-approval, you're saying, hey, we've already had an underwriter look at this and you're pretty much ready to go.
Definitely, almost like cash in hand.
So close. I think that we might have a couple questions. Thank you guys. Jennifer, thank you so much. And Isabel, Sarah, love you all so much for watching. Please share this because our goal here and why we put these on is to educate. And the more you know, the more you're going to be prepared to buy that house. The more you know about the market, the more you know about lending, the more you know about different programs available. It's like customizing that loan to you. And we really want you guys to be educated, and that way you get to pick what is best, not just, hey, this is this one thing. We really like to come and bring value to you guys. So we're very thankful that you came here. When
Thank you.
came and talked to us, and we've worked together many
Oh, yeah.
times. So I know that how he works, and he is on it, and he will help you every step along the way. And one thing I do know about you is you're building a relationship with them. You're face to face with them quite a bit. You're not just another person across the country on a phone. You're there and you are personal with them. And that goes a long way. with what we do here, we really just love and know that if you get your foot in the door to home ownership, you'll never go back, and it will always give to you more and more and more. As long as you hold that home, you will always upgrade your life by just having that home. So we love to give information. If you guys see us doing buyer seminars like this, please share our content. We are happy to answer questions. We don't need you to come in. We're happy to answer those questions first. We're very easygoing, and we want you to be comfortable. So when you're ready to shop, you're ready to go. And there's no pressure anytime along the way. So we support you guys in your knowledge and looking how to find and buy a home. And if there's anything that you are missing that we didn't cover today, just reach out. And if you would like a personal consultation, just reach out to Victor, and he will go over it with you, and he'll have your fingerprint and your buying fingerprint, because everyone's very unique and it's very different. So you should start with seeing what works best for you, and then from there, we'll just make it a lot of fun to go
Yeah,
shopping.
and don't
So-
let fear stop you, because a lot of people are like, I don't really know where I am, or where's my credit at, and they're just afraid. Like, even if you go in with that initial consult, at least he can help you know where you're at, for one. That's not bad. And then he can give you a plan on how to get to where you need to get if you're not able to qualify that day. So don't be afraid. Like, it's good to see this guy just to find
Definitely.
out what's happening. What do I need to do? What do I look like?
And you're hitting a very good point, because sometimes we're afraid of the unknown, or the rejection.
Mhm.
But you won't know until you actually try.
Exactly.
Now, one thing I can tell you, and as you mentioned, I like to work with my customers that, I will hold them hand to hand. I will give them every single tool that they need to get to become a homeowner. I like to I won't do just that consultation where, oh, by the way, your credit is not good. Call me when you're ready.
Right.
No, I will spend the time, explain, give the options, and then they will make the decision, because I will provide all the tools and we'll continue to do follow-ups. And if they have any questions, I'm always available for them.
That's
So
awesome.
not just to buyers that are ready, to every single one of them, because
Yes.
our goal at Wells Fargo is always to make sure that we help our customers succeed financially. So it's a commitment for us to be able to do that.
Yes.
So which means that if we have to work for a couple months or even years, we will do it for them.
Yeah, well, we want to get you to that point. So don't ever let fear stop you. Come on in, find out where you're at, and let's start getting busy.
If you let failure hold you back, it's already a no. And if you come in, it's not a no, it's just what do we have to do. So sometimes
Exactly.
it's right there and you gotta go shopping right away. Otherwise, it's now you have the steps to make it a yes in a matter of time. And I know personally from our client that we closed on, he was like, this is my guy. He's educated me like the whole way through. And that's how I began to know about you. And I was like, what is the deal? Okay, so like, this is what we pride ourselves on, agents. Well, lenders do the same thing. We are a partnership to make sure that you become a homeowner. So I'm going to step aside one more time. How do they get a hold of you? And then you.
Well, previously I didn't add my email, so maybe I should add it, right?
Going out there.
Well, once again, Victor Reyes with Wells Fargo Home Mortgage, safe ID 1019539. My cell phone number is 775-232-9117. My email address is victor.reyes, REYES, @wellsfargo.com.
Nice. And my name is Rachel Shipley, and you can contact me through phone, obviously my cell. You can text if that's easier too. I'm a great texter. 740-601-5914, or my email, rachel@renocarsonhomes.com. We look forward to hearing from you. Good job, man. That was awesome.
Thank you.
I can't wait till next time. That'll be great.
Right?
All right, we did it, girls. Oh, wasn't done yet.